Hello and welcome to another episode of HauntsRUs, where we are haunted on Maine. I'm your host, Cheeb, and I'm haunted on Maine. I'm joined today by my co-host, Thoughty. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Thoughty, and I like dioramas.
She likes dioramas.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I like them too.
They're fun. Those little,
little scenes that you set up.
Yeah,
I like them too.
Those little taxidermy mice ones, those are fun.
Oh, yeah, taxidermy scenes are pretty cool, man. I always think about, one of the things I really liked about, Monster Highs is that, the box is, their own diorama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. There's this one that I own where it's, the two cat girls that are, dancing, and it has, a little paper cut of, a disco ball, and, they're all posed and shit, and I'm just like, why would I take this out of the box? Yeah. It's perfect the way it is.
Yeah. That's a sign of quality.
It's absolute perfection. Yeah. I love Monster High.
Never take it out of the box, ever.
Yeah.
They're not to play with, they're just to look at.
I'm just gonna look at them with my eyes.
Yeah, children don't
I love them so
toys.
Much. Not these ones. Maybe the ones that are coming out, that's what they deserve. I got opinions about the toys that are coming out this day and age. It's fucking those poopsies. I'm
so tired of those fucking poopsies, man. It makes me really mad that it's the same company that makes the LOL dolls.
And some of those LOL dolls are really risque too.
That's true.
Yeah. Little thought babies.
Yeah, they're little thought babies.
I like their bigger dolls. Those ones are really pretty.
Yeah, but those ones are extremely risque.
Yeah, some of them are. They got fucking an ass.
They got cakes.
Remember when I took those lightbox photos of the LOL doll's ass?
Yes, I do. I still have it on my phone. At one point, it was my background.
Yeah, I ordered a cheap light box from Wish because I have a problem. Look, this whole thing happened and I ordered some shoes off of Wish and it's been 2 months and I haven't seen my fucking shoes.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
I think it's...
I don't think that's because of anything that's happening nowadays. I think that's just how long it takes.
No, man.
Wish takes forever.
I think I just lost those shoes. Well, that's the game you play with Wish, is that sometimes you'll just never receive the item.
Yeah, and then you can't even talk to the company because they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Not even because of what's going on. It just happens. Sometimes they're just gone.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because what Wish does is it just buys unsold stock. So there's no one to complain to, but yeah.
It's a little sketchy. And by a little I mean a lot sketchy.
I like it. I use Wish for a lot of things.
Yeah. I used to use Wish until I was like, oh shit, this is sketchy. Don't like
it. I still be using Wish. Oh, if I ever have a bad day and I need to impulse shop, I'll do it. I'll pull out Wish. I'm just make me feel better. Just give me the something. Good chemical. I need it.
No.
This dog water bottle that doesn't work, I need it.
Even if it doesn't work. Just give it to me. I just want to have it. I just want it. Just cheap plastic, put it in my house, thank you.
Give me. Give me the thing. Yeah, but today, what are we talking about today?
Talking about dioramas.
Or kind of something like that. We're gonna talk about Doll Valley, which refers to this little village in Japan that's full of these little dolls that are all set up in these different dioramas. I don't know if any of you, if this might be your first episode, but we did another episode that's kind of similar to Doll Valley, the Doll Island. There's a bit of similarities to that. If you want to listen to that episode, if you wanna,
maybe. It was one of our first episodes, so it's a little
it's fine. It's fine. I really like that episode.
Yeah, never mind. Our episodes are still a little iffy. It's you know what? It's the same quality. Just go watch it.
Yeah, man. It's all good.
It's all good. It's fine.
Shut
it's
up.
fine.
All of it's good.
All of it's good. We're professional 100% since day one.
How? Since day one. We've never spoke about sex or drugs once on the podcast.
Not even in passing.
We're so professional.
Yup.
Not even in This is my Christian haunted doll queer feminist podcast. So
no. No. We're not. No, we're not. We're kind of so. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, Doll Valley. What is it? So Doll Valley is in this little place called Nagoro, Japan, and the thing about Nagoro, Japan is that it's also in one of the least visited islands of Japan. In fact, we talked about like an island in like Okiku, but that's the island that Okiko came from. People actually go to the island.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this place is less visited.
Yeah, it's one of like the least visited islands of Japan, because Japan has like a couple of like islands around. Unfortunately, I don't live in Japan, and I didn't learn Japanese geography. But this is the Japan season.
Yes, it kind of is.
Yeah,
Everything.
We coincidentally made this the Japan season, because we talked about Okiku, the haunted doll. We talked about Fiji mermaids, where it's just like, oh, apparently they originated in Japan. And now we're talking about Doll Valley, which is also in Japan. So it's just the Japan episode.
It's just Japan.
Give us your spooky Japanese
Please.
Episode ideas. This is just the Japanese season.
Offending everyone. We don't know anything.
Man, just like we don't know
anything. They're like, that's not what we do, though. And we're like, They're like, that's not part of Japanese culture. And we're like, oh, but it is? What?
We said so.
But we said it was, though, so.
So it's true. Yeah, but the whole thing that's happening in Nagoro, Japan is that it's like a little remote mountain village. It's kind of inconvenient to get there. You could get like a train from Tokyo, and then you have to get like another train to go to the island. And then like when you get to that train, it's like a single how do you say, a cart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a single car, whereas like anywhere else it'd be like multiple for like more people, which just comes to show like how frequently visited this island is, which is not very much, because like they just have like a single. I feel like we're gonna get yelled at. Someone who's in the Thomas the Tank Engine fandom is gonna be like, "Oh, they're called this." I don't know what they're called.
Talking about trains. My bad. Is it called a cart? Oh no.
No, it's not called a cart, but you get the idea. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. A caboose?
I don't know.
Are they called?
No,
What's a caboose?
I don't know what a caboose is.
It's a big butt, right?
Is it just a big butt?
It's just.
I guess I would assume it's the back of it, but what is it called? Oh, it's gonna kill me now. I guess a cart.
Let's move.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's just call it a cart.
It's a
single
cart.
Bus.
A bus.
A single,
yeah. You know, a single part of it, you know?
More.
A small train.
A small train. There we go. Yeah, and the thing about this island in particular is that, like, one, it doesn't have many visitors, and two, like, not many people live there because it's, like, a very mountainous area. So when we're talking about, like, a mountainous area, there's not too much, how do you say, too many roads that don't wind and have you fearing for your life.
Yeah, no. For a second I was like, perfect to visit. Not a whole lot of people, and then you mentioned the mountains.
It's like mostly forest. There's not a lot of like infrastructure, and like it's filled with like mostly like retirees and like older people. And as like these older people start to age, they of course start to like pass away. and there's less and less people around.
Mm.
And, like, also with, like, Japan, they have, like, their problem with, like, their birth rate, or, like, their birth rate isn't, how do you say? They have a declining birth rate. That's the correct word.
There you go.
So there's not really that much young people coming in, and the young people that do go in, like, they usually move out because there's no job opportunities or anything in this area, so they gotta move away and find opportunities elsewhere.
Mm.
Yeah. So in this Japanese island of Shikoku, let's describe one of the scenes. So imagine this little mountainous Japanese area, right?
Imagining.
Small. It's cute. Like, it's mostly, like, farmland. There's a school in this island, but there's no children in it. No real-life children, at least.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ah!
So, what did I call it? The island is named Shikoku. Hold on, I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry. Okay. I should have prepared
Pausing
more.
for notes.
So in Nagoro. So in Nagoro, the elementary school has been closed since 2012. And that was shortly after, like, the last 2 students completed 6th grade. So this school has been abandoned since, like, 2012, almost a decade now, right?
Since 2012? Yeah, almost a decade.
Yeah. Do the math, please. I don't know. I don't know how to do math.
8 years too. I only know study, I don't know math.
I don't know math.
Oh no, we should have went to that school. We would have had one-on-one teaching.
Yeah, some one-on-one teaching.
Maybe something would have stuck.
Mm-hmm. So, the school has been, like, completely abandoned for a decade, except for these dolls. So, Mrs. Ayano, 70 years old, when this story was published, has arranged more than 40 handmade dolls and a lifelike tableau of the... So, Miss Ayano is the person who makes these dolls, and, like, she sought the opportunity, and she filled the school up with, like, little dioramas of her dolls. So these dolls, the face is made out of fabric. I would describe the face as, like, a Cabbage Patch Kid, because, like, all of the details are intricately, like, sewed and pushed in.
Very cute.
So the faces are made with, like, cotton, like, they're stuffed, they're made out of fabric, but the rest of the body is made out of newspaper. And then, like, their little hands are made out of, like, little, like, those work gloves. Yeah, they're made out of, like, those knitted work gloves.
That's really cute.
Yeah, the body is made out of newspaper, so there's no stuffing. It's just, like, the newspaper tied and put and, like, stuck together in, like, a form. And, like, they have, like, clothes that is, like, that she, like, found around, like, various thrift stores and, like, donated places. Mm-hmm. So she's just created, like, all of these little dolls throughout the town that have these little features on them. They're very cute. She usually sets them up in a diorama. In the school in particular, she has, like, these two themes. So in the school, she has, like, the kids on the desk studying and, like, the parents in the back. And the scene is, like, a parent-student-teacher day.
It's very cute.
Yeah. And then outside in the playground, it's like a sports event.
Oh.
It's very cute. So she has, like, the little dolls, like doing, like, tying their shoes and, like...
That's really cute.
It was, like, really cute. I saw, like, this image where it was, like, a bunch of old folks pulling the... How do you say it? What is it? When you pull the rope? What is that? Tug-of-war.
Tug-of-war, uh-huh.
Yeah, so I saw, like, this image of, like, these folks doing tug-of-war, and, like, she sewed, like, the little dolls onto the tug-of-war, so it seemed like more people were playing.
That's really cute. Wait,
yeah.
Did the article that you found this in, was it like, oh, Japan is so weird, check it out, it's just, okay, cool. Because I was gonna say, like, that's just precious.
Yeah, it's really precious. And, like, that's kind of, like, the idea a lot of people have. Like, because I think, like, people will be like, oh, a doll island, that's, like, really creepy. But even when we talked about Doll Island in, like, the second episode, it's like, it's not that creepy,
It's not.
You know?
It's like, no.
Especially considering the circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that, like, we come across a lot when we talk about, like, ghost stories is, like, you know, trauma. Because that's essentially what happened to the person who created Doll Island, is that he saw someone die. He had, like, no power to, like, help them.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, that happened, like, he fills this island up with dolls in, like, memory of, like, the girl. And also maybe, like, a little bit of, like, OCD.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's a bit of a coping mechanism. And, like, the thing about that is, like, if Miss Ayano, let me make sure that's her name. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Just in case.
So, the situation that's happening in Nagoro, Japan, her little hometown, the reason she's there is that, like, she came back to, like, take care of her dad. And, like, because, like, his health was failing, and, like, there was, like, no one else to take care of her, and, like, obviously, like, her mom had already passed away, and, like, she's just, like, in this little mountainous island town, she's, like, very lonely, and there's, like, not many people around, there's, like, no children, and, like, the people that you know are, like, starting to, like, pass away.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it leaves you with a lot of, like, how do you say, a lot of mourning, I feel. Like, you're left with, like, these feelings of mourning and, like, powerlessness. And I feel like when that starts to happen, when you see that people around you are, like, going away, either moving away or passing away, you have, like, this feeling of, like, you have this feeling of helplessness. And so, like, for Mrs. Ayano, perhaps, like, making these dolls and doing, like, these little dioramas, like, that's a way to, like, gain back control and, like, bring life back into her community. Because, like, that's the way I see it. It's, like, a way for her to, like, bring back life in her community. Because I looked at, like, the tourism videos and everything, just, like, these little dolls, they're in, like, the bus stop, they're all in, like, their get-ups, there's a bunch of old people, like, chilling around and, like, in front of houses. I don't know, it reminds me of, like, Mexico, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's, like, it seems like it was, like, a really small town and, like, everyone knew each other and, like, people would just sit outside of their porches and, like, say hi to you and just, like, sit down and, like, talk to each other. But, you know, as more people pass away, there's just, like, less people, you know, just out and about. And it's just, it's barren, it's empty, there's, like, no new people coming in, there's no new children, so she just makes the people.
There you go.
In the way that she remembers them a lot of the time.
Yeah. And it kind of works out, like, not only is it a little, like, less lonely, but now people are getting wind of this weird, well, quote-unquote weird island with a bunch of dolls. And they're coming to see it! More people!
Yeah. And it brings a lot of tourists in, and, like, honestly, like, look up any YouTube video of, like, Doll Valley, Japan. Like, these dolls are really cute, I think.
I think they're
like, it's
cute.
not like Doll Island where, like, they're left out for, like, the elements to, like, fucking...
They're kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, where they're all kind of fucked up. Like, these dolls are, like, taken care of, and, like, they're well loved, and they're like posed and put in, like, these scenes. It's very cute. It makes the town, like, colorful and alive, and like the general gist that, like, you get from, like, tourists is that it's, like, it's really neat and, like, it's something that you ought to see.
It is. It sounds really cool. It's very, like, it's kind of artistic. It's like, wow.
Yeah, she's quoted here by saying, "I wish there were more children because it would be more cheerful." She said, "So I made the children."
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Same.
Yeah.
I don't have any dogs, so I make a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
Make dog toys.
And another quote from her says, quote, "There are no chances for young people here," says Mrs. Ayano, who remembers when the village had a medical clinic, a pachinko gambling parlor, and a diner. Now Nagoro does not even have one shop. Quote, "They can't make a living."
Dang.
So, this is around 350 dolls were made by Miss Ayano and her friends. and the dolls outnumber the population 10-1.
Jeez.
Yeah, so...
Dang, how does she not have arthritis? Ow.
Yeah, it's a lot of sewing.
That's a lot of sewing.
She just sews the faces, because the way she does this is... Yeah.
It's like, ow. This still sounds like
I think the way she does it is, like, really efficient, though.
Well, probably at this point.
Yeah, because, like, the only thing that's, like, stuffed is, like, the face, and, like, everything else is made out of newspaper, and then it's just covered with clothes.
Right. It's really cute.
She's gotten really good with the faces.
She's got it down.
She's got it down, man. They have, like, little details.
It's all streamlined.
They have emotions on them.
Oh.
Little lips on them.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cute.
I watched some of the videos, and, like, you could tell the ones that are early on and the ones that are, like, more... that were probably made more recently, because, like, the faces look a lot better.
Oh. It's just how it be, man.
That's just how it be.
You have to do something for a long time to get good at it.
It's like her hobby, man.
It's really cool. I mean, that's a fun hobby.
Yeah.
I like it. Maybe I want to make a Cabbage Patch Kid for my very own.
Make your own life-size Cabbage Patch Kid doll.
No, that'd be creepy. I don't like it.
I don't know, man. I like to follow, like, a lot of thrifting blogs.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I remember I saw this post where it was, like, this life-size, like, yeah, it was, like, a plushie doll, I would call it. It was life-size, it had, like, a red dress on, and, like, it was, like, a picture of, like, the doll with the workers of the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
And they just took a picture because they were just like, we have to throw this away. No one's gonna buy this. But check this shit out.
Check this shit out, guys.
Yeah, man!
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Maybe that's... Never mind.
Yeah, the last video I saw was in, like, 2009. The last video I saw, like, that was like about Doll Valley was, like, made in 2019, and it said that, like, only 30 people live there now, and I'm just like,
jeez.
I'm really, yeah, because I watched several, and there was just like, only 40 people live here, only 30, only 20, and I'm just like, if I stop watching these, the number won't go down.
It's like a countdown. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's sad. Well, I don't know. I hope that it brings more tourists and people can actually make a living over there.
Yeah, it's actually really neat because now Miss Ayano, she hosts a lot of workshops because what's happening in Nagoro is like happening to like all kinds of like little towns in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of people are like taking her workshops and they're just like, how can I liven up my town, you know? Because this is like a real issue in Japan.
Yeah.
Is that like the rural areas are just becoming ghost towns because
sucks.
like everyone's moving towards the city because that's where like the jobs are, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can't make a living out here in these rural areas, and it's like mostly like retirees that live there, you know?
Yeah. It's just people's parents and stuff. That sucks.
Plus it's just inconvenient living, you know? With this place in particular, it takes like an hour to get to like the fucking grocery store, you know?
God damn.
And like you're going through like mountainous roads, so there's like these windy kind of like dangerous roads, you know? You can die,
at any point.
Yeah.
Die just going to the grocery store. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's only like 30 people. No. Oh. Yeah, that sucks, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not Japanese, but I don't know. Every time I hear about like that, like, oh, no one's living in rural areas, everyone's just going to the city, it's like, man, that sucks. That's
yeah,
like,
man, let's
like move things out of Tokyo, yeah? It doesn't
that's
have
the
to be
idea.
Tokyo. Like, hey, how about you branch out just a little bit? You know, just a little bit.
It's just, yeah, that's something that they try to do here in the States, but I mean, I feel like it mostly backfires, because I don't remember the town, but I know, like, a lot of towns are just, like, begging Amazon to, like, build a warehouse there, and they're just like, you
no.
won't have to pay taxes. And now Amazon doesn't pay a goddamn tax.
Man, fuck Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is like, the warehouses are like their own little towns. There's one that went up in Eastville? Yeah, in Eastville. Mm-hmm. And like, it was all just empty, that little space, and then they started building the warehouse, and now there's like every business there, but it's all just for the workers. Like, they have housing right next to it for the workers, and they have, it's kind of gross, actually, now that I think about it. Like, it's just a little...
That's how it is. You know, you bring jobs in, like, they need grocery stores, they need schools, you know, they need housing. But it's just, the way, like, Amazon does it is, like, really icky.
Exactly. It feels like, it feels like those places in China, I think? Like basically slave labor, where they live in a housing complex made by the factory that they work for. And they pay for it by working at the factory. Like, it feels kind of icky like that. I don't know for sure if that's what they're doing.
No, that's what they would do with, like, field workers here in this area. Back when we were a bit more, back when this area was, like, more rural and farmland, they would give the farm workers somewhere to live, but they would also charge them rent, and it's just like, you're just getting your money back from your own damn work. It's gross. Scummy things like that.
Don't like it. But that's
talking about these adult ass topics.
Oh shit, we were trying to talk about dolls.
Jeez.
I don't know. Maybe that would be cute. They just like made little workshops, sold little dolls in a little store. It's like, hey, come visit, check it out, look at these dolls. Now you can have one of your very own. Yay! That'd be cool.
But like, Japan is the Japanese government has like tried to remedy this. They have like child subsidies, discounted like medical bills, and like housing support for like anyone that wants to move out there. But like, again, like it's not very convenient, because if like you have to take like 2 trains to get to work, you know, it's gonna
Maybe I want to.
Yeah, the local government even, like, merged several of, like, the schools together and spent more than, like, $8 million on, like, these new buildings and stuff for these schools, and, like, they only had, like, 38 students. Yeah, I mean, enrolled in the entire school, and after those 38 kids were done, they just moved away, because, of course, there's nothing there for them, you know? Like, they decide to, like, go to high school and college, like, somewhere closer to the city, you know?
Yeah. Dang, yeah, I'm like, how do you fix that? Oh.
It's kind of unavoidable, you know?
Yeah. If only, you would just have to make the city bigger. Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those helpless situations. And like I said, like, when you're in a situation where you feel helpless, like, you have to, like, take control somehow. Mm-hmm. Like, do something that you can control. Like, making these dolls, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's something that she can do, and, like, it makes a difference because people are visiting. People, like, she's very happy to, like, talk to tourists and, like, invite her inside her home, where she has one of her favorite dioramas. Inside her home, she has, like, a whole little wedding scene set up, and she has, like, the doll that she made in, how do you say? She has the doll that she made in the image of her own mom.
Aww.
In her home.
I'm gonna cry.
That's
cute.
It's cute, but it's also like,
really
kind of sad.
Aww.
Yeah.
Poor old lady. She's just lonely. Oh.
Man, I'd love to visit, man. Right? I hope she's still there. Like, when was this article published? I think this article was published in 2017, and she was 70 at the time. She's only getting older.
She's only getting older.
We gotta go visit her.
Everyone. Use those discounted plane tickets. Let's go!
No, we're not! Our editor told us not to use that joke anymore.
Oh, damn it. They're like, please stop joking about it. Like, this is the only thing we can do! We're stuck inside. Now I can't even go to the grocery store. Told me not to.
Yeah. It's really cute. The way this whole thing started is that, like, she was Miss Ayano originally came from Osaka. Like, she was born and raised there in the what is this town called? She was born and raised in Nagoro because, like, her dad worked for, like, a food company there, which is obviously now defunct. Mm-hmm. There are no industries in this town anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, and then she moved out to Osaka, Japan, which is a bigger city. And, like, she lived there for, like, most of her adult life until she had to come back and take care of her dad. And the original reason why she started making these dolls is because she planted some radishes in her yard, because, like, a lot of the things that people do here is, like, mostly farm work.
Yeah, I would assume so.
She was setting up her garden, and, like, these crows kept coming in and, like, picking the seeds and, like, ruining her harvest. So she made a little scarecrow.
A little Cabbage
Patch Kid. Little life-size scarecrow.
Cute.
And, like, she found it really funny because, like, when the neighbors would pass by, they would say, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? You're up early today." So she found it really amusing that people would greet the scarecrow because they thought it was a person.
That's really funny.
That she decided, I'm gonna keep making these things. This is fun.
That is fun. Oh,
it's really fun.
That's like that's what you just said. That, like, that's the culture in that town, is to say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
And then from then, she added, like, 3-4 dolls in the shape of women, like, weeding the fields. Nice. And some others, like, on the side of the road, like, to get to the town, and, like, tourists would stop and ask the dolls for directions, so she just kept going, man.
She's just the ultimate prankster.
She's got like, pranked, bro.
She's like, it started as a prank, and then people liked it. She's like, it's 3 a.m., we're making dolls.
Yeah, and sometimes she even does, like, custom orders. She does commission, guys. Support your artist, 2020.
Where can I support her?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say where to support her. I guess you have to be Japanese to commission her.
Fuck. I am not Japanese, but I want one.
Yeah, there's this commission that she made. She made a commission for a doctor whose wife died of cancer.
Oh, no.
And he asked for 2 replicas of his spouse, one to keep in his living room and another for his bedroom.
Oh.
For the... Ooh.
Oh. No, that's sad.
Yeah.
No. We're not making that joke. Never mind.
We're not making that joke.
Not gonna make the joke.
Note that HauntsRUs did not make that joke.
I would like it to be put in the record that we did not make that joke. Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Ayano even says that she made her grandmother, and she keeps her in the car to keep her company when she drives an hour to go to the grocery store.
That's so cute! Oh, I like this lady. Mm-hmm. That's very cute. Do you do that? I do that. I have a little plushie that I have that that goes in the car with me.
I have a real Akuma. You saw the real Akuma in my car.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
He just hangs out there. They're the co-pilots, man.
He just hangs out. Yeah.
They gotta make sure. Yeah, they like do the navigation. They make sure we don't get into a crash.
I actually have, like, a long pillow in my car, so I could, like, when you lean back on, like, the seat, you don't feel, like, the bumps. I have, like, the pillow there, I have my real Akuma, and I have my cup holders, and that's how I spend all of my lunches.
You're like, I ain't staying in there.
You can't pay me to use the employee break room, man. I hate that place.
No. Can't do it.
Yeah, man, I'm chilling in my car with my real Akuma plushie.
Basically, yeah. Man. Work sucks. Fuck work. Just do your hobbies, man.
Yeah, man, just be like Miss Ayano and fill your town up with, like, life-size dolls. Yes. That's the way to do it, man.
Take up sewing and crocheting and make a bunch of dolls.
Mm-hmm.
No need to go back to work. No need to live in a big city. It's fine.
I got him, man. They gotta pay them bills.
Nah.
Society, man. Speaking of society, I think you wanted to talk about another wacky Japanese thing to level out all of this sadness about like economic turmoil.
I mean, it's not about economic turmoil, but it is still very sad.
More sad coming at you.
More sad in Japanese. Speaking of being lonely and giving inanimate objects personalities, back in 2018, there was a dude named, oh man, I don't know how to say that. Akihiko Kondo? Akihiko, there's a K in there.
Kondo? Like Marie Kondo?
Yeah, like Marie Kondo. I don't know if there's any relation. I doubt. I'm pretty sure it's just a...
She just doesn't talk
about her brother. It's a little funny.
He brings shame upon the family.
No, he talks about being happy too, so it's a little funny. But anyway, back in 2019, he married... They're saying that he married Hatsune Miku, but what he married was his personal little hologram of Hatsune Miku. And that's it. Spent a lot of money doing it. Yeah. So he has a specific hologram, and I think it's funny that he specifies that he did not marry the Hatsune Miku. He married his home's hologram.
He married his Hatsune Miku.
Exactly. He's like, no. This one is mine.
This is my Hatsune Miku.
Mine, the one of my home. But yeah, there's a company out there that makes like little they're like little Alexas basically.
Oh, that's cool, but then it's just like a little anime girl.
Yeah, exactly. Hologram? Like I would pay for it. It's a lot of
just
money.
Like Miku, turn on the light, and then she's just like, turn it on yourself.
You have hands, don't you? Yeah. Got to catch these hands, Miku. No, yeah, they have them.
It's like, Miku, can you tell me the temperature? It's like, why? So you could just go outside and not come back in a good hour?
Just a nagging.
So you can talk to the other woman, huh? Go drinking with your friends. The old ball and chain.
Just the nagging Hatsune Miku. Oh, your waifu nags, man.
Yeah, once you wife up Hatsune Miku, she starts nagging at you. The dating, when you date them, they're everything you want them to be. They pull down the moon and the stars for you, but once you marry them,
it's all downhill. Suddenly.
Yeah.
Suddenly they have wants and desires and things get on their nerves.
Yeah, man. And they won't turn on the lights.
They won't turn on the lights for you. They stop making you dinner. They
won't play Despacito. You're just like, Daw Valley is really depressing, Miku. Play Despacito. And she's just like, no, I hate that song.
Why don't we listen to songs I want to listen to? Anyway.
Man, the world. I hate that song.
Oh. Anyway.
Tell us more.
Okay. So the Miku that he married, you can purchase yourself for $2,800 your very own Alexa that is actually Hatsune Miku. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Right?
Only around $3,000?
Only. That's it.
Yeah. You could buy a really cheap car with that money, or I could buy my wife.
I can buy my wife.
You can't put a price tag on that.
Oh, no. Actually, they can. They can put a price tag on it, because not only do you have to pay for the Miku, but this brand here called Gatebox sells marriage certificates for your Hatsune Miku.
We have to buy a marriage certificate?
Yeah, buy it.
Ridiculous.
You gotta buy it.
She's not real. Why
nah,
you gotta.
You always have to buy a marriage certificate.
No. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Around.
How much is the marriage certificate? How much is it?
I forgot. I thought I put it in my notes.
It better not be as much as like an actual.
Right? It better be like $5.
I'm fucking mad at.
I'm like, you're just sending me like a piece of paper, please. But that's also it seems to be a pretty good side business for this company, because they've sold or given out like 3,700 of them.
3,700 marriage certificates for Hatsune Miku specifically?
Yeah.
How many people?
So about 4,000 people are married to Hatsune Miku.
I don't like this.
It's really sad. I mean, it's really funny. But the reason that he married his hologram, aside from just, being a big stan, is people would bully him a lot, like women, as we do. We would bully him.
I'd bully him.
Yeah, I'd bully him too. No, be nice. It
feels good.
Feels good. You fucking disgusting nerd. You absolute waste.
You gonna marry Hatsune Miku?
No. I take it back. No, it's fine.
We don't know what because people say bullying, and like I think about just like someone being kind of rude to you for no reason.
Maybe he was just gross.
But sometimes people are just like, they'll be like, oh, they committed assault and arson on my entire family. I'm just like, that's not bullying. That's assault. That's assault, harassment, and arson.
Oh.
And using the word bullying, I feel is like it really like infantilizes. Is that the right word? It's like it feels like a baby word, you know?
Yeah. Like, you little baby, you couldn't handle it.
Because like some people like do get like fucking like they get like assaulted or like harassed.
They get like
by like these people, and then they're just like they bullied me. But when you use like the word bully, it's just like what they called you like a funny name, and then they left you alone.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't like using the word bully. Okay. Like, I know that it means a lot of things, but I think when, like, older people like me hear the word bully, like, we don't take it as seriously.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's say that he was, like, 80s movies version of bullying, because he had, like, a coworker who was just kind of relentless with it.
He had a coworker?
Yeah, exactly. So he was harassed, basically.
Bullying?
Workplace bullying. Get it out of here.
You can't do that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely like fucked up. Like it's kind of sad how he got to this situation, but I
thought he was bullied as a kid and as an adult.
No, as an adult, yeah. I think there's what is it? Let me see. I think there's a little quote that he said that like people would tell him to go die because he's a gross nerd. Yeah. So exactly what we just joked about.
That's a threat on your life, man. You can't say that in the US. That's illegal now.
Yeah.
That's a serious offense, dude.
Japan's like, oh, you're a fucking nerd. Get out of here. Go die. No, not all of Japan.
I think that's illegal in Japan too. Only because I watched that one episode of Boku no Hero Academia where Bakugo tells the main character to kill himself, and then he's just like, I could have you arrested.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Bakugo is still my favorite character. Dang.
Yeah, have him arrested.
Bakugo is like the...
Because he might actually.
Yeah, Bakugo is like the splody man. People who watch My Hero Academia know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. One of the things that the writer said is that he wishes he didn't, like, start off the character that way. That was a bit too extreme of him, but I'm just like, I still like him. He was right.
I like him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm kind of just caught up on, like, how much it costs. Like, it's cool that you, like, sure, fine, get a little wedding certificate. Go on with your
thing before I just start talking about Boku no Hero.
No. It's okay. It's kind of part of it. Like,
what were you saying? I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
I was saying that the thing that, like, kind of just boggles my mind about this whole thing, like, is how much money he spent. He's a school administrator. I don't know how much they make, but, like, this seems like a lot of money just to marry a hologram. It's like...
You could have done it for free.
Could have just done it for free, yeah. Or you could have paid, like, however much it was to get that certificate, or printed out the certificate yourself.
Just make your own. You're an administrator. You know how to use...
You can use Photoshop.
Word, Excel.
There you go. Yeah, it's... Oh my god, it's a lot. So, like, he paid for the thing, he assumingly he paid for the certificate, and then he had, like, an actual wedding. Like, it's not legally binding, of course, because she's not real. Mm-hmm. But he had, like, an actual wedding with 40 people. 40 people? I don't know if they're his friends and family. But,
just 40 people showed up.
Just people. Just, so I don't want to laugh.
They didn't specify who it was. They didn't want to be called out on the article.
No, it's 40 people. But the wedding, I mean, maybe it's like less than most weddings, but they say that the number changes depending on the article, but this one, from Vice, I believe, says it was $17,500.
Wow.
For a couple of pictures. Basically for a couple of pictures.
But it's only 40 people. I mean, he couldn't have... I mean, that's like the thing about weddings, is like the biggest expense is feeding your fucking guests. There's only 40 people. I feel like you could have cut down a lot of costs.
You could have cut it down to like 5.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
It's like, I don't know, maybe he was just like, dude, since catering is going to be super cheap, I'm going to spend all of the money on this other shit.
Maybe.
It's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the wedding looks really cute. He came in with a little, like if I didn't know that he spent so much money on it, I'd been like, you know what, that's kind of fun. That's fun. He's having fun. We're having fun. But he came in with like a little Miku plushie, and the little Miku plushie had a little wedding dress. It was just like a big tulle thing wrapped around her. It was really, really silly looking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How much do you really love Hatsune Miku if you're not willing to drop down like 1K on like a Dolphy dream of Hatsune Miku and get her a custom made dress? Come on, man. You already spent all this money. Get the Dolphy dream. Get the Volks. These are both BJDs. Come on, man.
You're saying that he didn't spend enough money because he just used a plushie?
He didn't. If he married the plushie, he didn't spend enough money. He could have bought in a high quality ball jointed doll and commissioned a wedding dress for her.
But that's not his Hatsune Miku then.
Yeah, the plushie ain't his Hatsune Miku either.
Yeah, it is though. It's one he has. Okay, he has the little hologram, and then he also has a bunch of plushies of her, and he sleeps with that one little plushie as well. Or at least they showed him sleeping with that one little plushie.
They gotta do it for the cameras. We don't want you sleeping with, like, the weird body pillow.
No.
Give us a shot where it's the cute plushie. That's way nicer.
That's way, way nicer. It's less gross. Hey, man.
I have a body pillow.
Body pillows are comfortable. I don't even care. I'll get one of Sidon. Don't even...
Cool. I have one with Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So... Have you seen it? I feel like you've seen it.
I don't think I have. Please send it to me. I want it.
Oh man, maybe if I show people like my fucking collection, they'll see my body pillow.
Like,
I said on Instagram I was gonna show people like my doll collection and my Japanese toy collection, but I never said when.
You said on Sunday. You didn't say on a Sunday. All you know is lie.
Yeah, I didn't say which Sunday.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, yeah, man. Spend a bunch of money. He married his personal hologram, and I don't know, it's really sad. Like the situation itself is really funny that he did that, and like it's great that he's happy, so who cares? But it's like his mom didn't come to the wedding
on the weekend. His mom didn't come to the wedding.
No, she didn't come.
Oh boy, who else didn't come?
His mom, as well as the rest of his family.
And who were these 40 people?
Exactly. I don't think they're his family.
Oh, man. They must be, like, friends he's made on like, the Hatsune Miku forums.
I don't know, man. I could be wrong, but I hear that, like, you can just pay for people to be at your wedding over there. Like, it's kind of like a drive-through.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like the people that you pay to cry at your funeral.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know which is worse.
I'm gonna have to hire some of those.
Oh, shut up. It's okay, I'll cry real loud, it's okay.
I know Thoughty will cry at my funeral.
Oh, yeah.
That's good enough.
Cry real hard.
You gotta cry really hard, though. Like, you have to be completely inconsolable.
I'll wear, like, super shitty mascara so it looks really, like, dramatic.
Yeah, just, like, make a speech like we used to do a podcast together.
We used to talk about doll feet. What are those little, like, recording things? That they record, they try to record ghosts on? Is it just a recorder?
Oh, they're called EMPs or something? No. I forget what they're called. Hold on.
It's okay. I'll make sure to put one on your casket. It's okay. Be like, this bitch better call me. Put a phone in there. Are you looking up what it's called?
I'm looking up. Oh, it's an EVP.
Oh, EVP. Yeah. I almost called it an EKG because I'm unhealthy.
Like an AK-47. Yeah. Kill me again. Gotta make sure.
Gotta make sure she don't come back.
Oh man, he comes back in like the middle of the night, turns on the light, but his Alexa Hatsune Miku's there's like, where were you? He's just like, out.
You're always
Why
out.
didn't you call? Like, I was just out drinking with some buddies. Buddies? What's her name? Tell me what her name is! And it's like, bro.
Oh.
Imagine, like, ever since he married Hatsune Miku, he, like, finally got out of his shell, and he's, like,
he divorced his Hatsune Miku.
Like, Hatsune Miku's getting jealous.
Oh, no. He's jealous of the other Hatsune Mikus that are in his house. Oh. It's funny. I don't know if the little program does anything. So I feel like it basically just says, hi, goodbye, yes, I'll turn on the lights, yes, I'll turn them off, let's dance.
Let's dance? Yeah, you make him dance. I feel like, aren't they like the, how do you say, like the chat bot? I feel like they must be chat bots.
Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up, because one article was like, trying to make sure that we know that the thing doesn't say anything back, and that his romance is all one-sided, and I'm like, hey, listen. We know that it's one-sided.
Because even, like, Siri will try to have a conversation with you. Same with, like, Google. Like, hold on, let me try it right now. Okay, Google?
That's not Siri.
Hold on.
Hi, how can I help?
How are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. What can I help you with?
What else should I ask her?
I'm not sure.
What's your favorite color?
There you go.
I like blue, red, yellow, and green. Google's colors.
Oh, that's cool. See, because that even it has like an installed chatbot on it, you know?
It's pretty cute. Let me see, Gatebox.
What's your favorite anime?
I can look up anime. What do you want me to find?
Yeah, maybe it's like that.
Let me see.
You're just like, hey Google, do you like me?
I sure do. You're so dreamy. I'm surprised that it doesn't put me into sleep mode.
See?
Answer some questions and find out what kind of team we'd make?
Oh, yeah, let's answer a couple of questions.
Oh no, they're trying to get all your information.
So, I have a short quiz for you. If we were visiting the world's first paranormal petting zoo, would you want to start by playing with the unicorn?
What?
Or by giving the psychic cat a ball of yarn in exchange for wishes?
I feel like I'd get this because I get a wish.
I would do the
psychic
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. Though it'll be hard for me to come up with a better wish than getting to spend the day with you.
Aww.
Try this question. If we were contacted by aliens, would you be more excited for us to hang out together at a gala event that's literally out of this world? Or to learn about their super advanced technologies? What do you think? Gala
Technology.
or tech?
I'm too fucking stupid for that shit. I want to go to the gala.
How about you give that answer one more shot?
Go to the gala.
I always knew you had a party animal inside of you.
The sound effects.
Okay, I just have one more question. If we had to go on a quest to defeat an evil magician and save the world, would you rather face him in combat inside an old 8-bit video game? Or on a giant chessboard?
Those little sound effects. Probably a video game. I don't know how to play chess.
Just answer the questions.
Whoa!
Alright, Google's
Dude,
attitude.
she's mad. As you were doing that, I was looking up the
Answer
gate
again,
box.
please?
And Hatsune Miku.
Okay, I said I...
Huh?
That's great, because I feel like I'll be a lot more helpful there. Okay, I think I have what I need to write the greatest love poem of all time to the greatest person of all time.
Oh, wow.
Our epic friendship will be my muse. Here goes nothing. Together, we're like a double rainbow. Certain best buds can only have fun when things are light and bright like the sun. Those people are like us, but duller. We have fun in every color. Rain, or shine, or wind, or hail, we're side by side, friends without fail. We sail through the air, two of a kind, so awesome we blow people's minds. Well, there you have it, our bond is as stunning as Mother Nature's greatest masterpiece. Thanks for letting me get to know you even better. Thanks for playing. Wanna give it another try?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm good. Thanks. I just needed it for the podcast. I don't know. Hopefully the people could hear that in the recording.
Oh, I can hear that.
It just came out from my phone, but like even Google talks to you, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's like Siri even like.
Oh yeah, Siri
kind of initiates conversation with you. Also,
Siri's a fucking. I'ma say it. She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
She gets on my nerves. She don't listen to me.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Siri, set a timer. And she's like, bitch, what? And I'm like, I said, what? No, as you were doing that, I was looking up the Gatebox Hatsune Miku thing, and never mind, it's actually extremely good, and I see why they sell marriage certificates as well.
So it doesn't have a chat box
It does.
functionality?
It's great. You can there's an app that you can send her messages like, oh, I'm coming home. And she's like, great. She's like, oh my God, come home early. And I'm like, bitch, I kind of want her now.
Yeah, so she's just like, why didn't you text me when you were coming home? Where were you?
You'll never say hi to me anymore.
You're tired of me, aren't you? Does this marriage certificate mean nothing to you?
Oh, no, I kind of get... I don't know. Now I feel like maybe everything... what's it called? Maybe my default is just to be mad at corporations, but like, if you didn't want people to want to marry these fucking... these AIs, why would you make them so nice? Stop it. Why would you give them the option to be like, oh, I love you so much. You're great. Wow. Hello. I don't know.
They're like NPCs that you can marry in games and stuff.
Yeah, they're
great.
Just
happy to see you. Yeah.
They're just happy to see you. Yeah, the video that I saw right here, like, made sure to show that girls get Hatsune Miku too. It's really cute.
Hatsune Miku is cute. I wouldn't marry her though. She's like,
definitely not. I would
16 or something.
Oh yeah, school administrator.
Who would I marry?
Marrying a 16-year-old
like
Vocaloid.
A hologram. I'm like pretty disgustingly straight, so
yeah, a little bit. Actually,
yeah.
I feel it too. You know what? If they made a hologram of Sidon from from Legend of Zelda, like I'd be all over it. Like $2,000, that's fine. Take it. Gimme.
Oh, I know. Speaking of animes that no one cares about, I like Kotetsu from Tiger and Bunny because he was a single dad and he's tan. I have a thing for single dads. Hey, man. I really like them.
It's alright. I feel it. Love single dads. It's cute. It's cuter. It's like, it's less, I shipped off my kid to the mom and more like I took responsibility. You know what I mean?
I really like that anime. I didn't like the ending, but the show's pretty good.
What anime is it?
Tiger and Bunny. It's a superhero anime. Bunny. It's really good. Tiger and Bunny, yeah. I have like a really big figure of like Kotetsu. It costs like fucking what, $500 in retail?
Jesus.
It's one of those fucking. I didn't pay that much money.
Okay.
But it like it has articulated fingers, which I really liked. And like it has LED lights in it, so it's pretty neat. Maybe I'll show it off some Sunday.
Is this like
on my Instagram story?
Is this like a buddy cop with mech suits kind of thing?
It's like, do you remember The Incredibles 2?
I do remember The Incredibles 2.
It's literally just The Incredibles 2.
Oh, they're superheroes, you just said, my bad. That's fun.
Yeah, man. I watched The Incredibles 2 and like I saw where like the plot was going and I was just like, I can't believe someone just watched Tiger and Bunny.
Like, why did I spend this money? I could have just watched this. Are they gay? What is this?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ship art between Kotetsu and Barnaby.
I mean, I figure. I just wanted to know if it was canon or not.
Yeah, I was pretty hard into that life too.
Pretty hard into
I was the yaoi fangirl, dude.
It's okay,
ridiculous. Me too. Like everything bad you've ever heard about a yaoi fangirl, that was me as a high schooler.
Oh, it's okay, me too. We're cut from the same cloth. I'm like,
oh god.
I'm like straight pairings. No, don't do it. Get out of here. No need for it. Disgusting.
Stop shoving your lifestyle to us, man.
Oh.
Who does Hatsune Miku get shipped with?
I don't think with her fans, I guess.
There's like new, I don't know, I know Kagami Len, I think. I probably like fucking butchered that name. They're like the two blonde-haired twins. Kagame and Ren, right. I think.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I'm just gonna Google.
There's like the pink-haired one. There's other Hatsunes.
What?
There's other Mikus.
I'm just gonna look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna put it into Google. Hatsune Miku X. No one. There's nothing here.
Oh.
There's just Hatsune Miku Project Diva X. Wait, is this a game?
Yeah, it's a rhythm game for the PSP. They have an arcade cabinet of it at the round one.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish I could go to the round one.
Man.
I wish I could go to round one. I miss it. I bet they miss me too. I'm one of their regulars.
Oh, you're right. It is the blonde ones. That's the first one that comes up.
I know they shipped those two together, because, you know, of course they do.
Of course they do. Hatsune Miku's weird. I don't know what's official art and what's regular art, because, like, some of it is like, oh, she looks like she's 12, and some of it, like, she doesn't. Some of it is like, she's got, like, hella thighs. Like,
oh, man.
Project Diva, she looks like she's 93 pounds. She's just like a stick with legs. Which is fine.
I know.
I can't tell what's what.
Yeah, I guess you gotta be pretty hard into that life. I only listened to, like, the album that had, like, The World Is Mine. That's the only song I know.
I don't think I've ever heard anything from Hatsune Miku. The only thing that I heard, and I thought it was actually that, was the Hatsune Miku, like, Grimes cover that someone made.
Yeah, man. I'd like to go to a concert, though. It's just for the fucking novelty of it. It's just a giant hologram.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if I like the music, man. That shit's tight.
How much is it? Like, I don't know how much people are gonna pay for a hologram.
I think it depends on, like, what seats you get and, like, how soon in advance you get it. It's just like regular concert stuff, you know?
Yeah, but, I mean...
Because she came to, like, San Jose, like, a couple years back, but
shit.
I didn't go. Yeah.
Oh, is that when she was, like, on all those Tonight shows? Like, late night talk shows?
I think that was when she was on tour with Lady Gaga. Yeah, because she opened for Lady Gaga in one of her tours, but she also does, like, her own Miku Fest. And that's, like, its own thing.
Okay. Oh, I found it. There's one happening October 18th in Los Angeles, actually.
Oh, shit, let's go.
Let's go.
That's, like, my birthday.
How much are they? Oh, shit! Let's go! Let's see.
How much are they?
I'm gonna see. Between $50 and $150.
Yeah, that seems like pretty normal for, like, a concert. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go now. Oh man, we're gonna get infected at the fucking Hatsune Miku concert.
It's in October. It'll be over by then.
Will it though? Hopefully. I hope so. Jeez.
Oh, this episode's gonna age really poorly.
Yeah. Like the first one that we made, we're like, who cares? Just going out to the mall. It's like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. I think that's it for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so too. I would like to know if anyone... Oh. I don't know, does anyone like Hatsune... Does the Raggedy Ann community and the Hatsune Miku community, like... do they intermingle?
I think... Is there overlap between the Hatsune Miku and Raggedy Ann fandom? Yeah, so... Like... You guys should mosey on over and follow us on social media at HauntsRUs on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, we've gotten a small following within, like, the Raggedy Ann community, actually, which is really neat. I really like the Raggedy Ann community.
Yeah, everyone makes really cute stuff. Yeah. It's all, like, storybookish. Like, it's very cute.
Yeah, it's very cute. I really like the artists. Mm-hmm. They're all very cool. I'm afraid to talk to them.
Oh, me too. I'll go on the Instagram and they're like, oh my god, what a good job. And I'm like, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Since we draw our, like, Dalsonas that are rag dolls, we just happen to, like, fall into that community. And it's cool. Also, like, Annabelle was, like, a Raggedy Ann doll, so we did end up doing, like, a lot of Raggedy Ann artwork for a bit when we were first starting out.
Oh, yeah. I still think we're cute. Now we're just dolls, but hey.
Yeah, man.
We gotta...
what else?
I don't know. We keep forgetting to watch the movies of that. Annabelle. Oh, now we can't go.
Annabelle,
I don't know, guys. What's your favorite anime?
What else do we...
Tell us.
What's your favorite anime? Who do you ship Hatsune Miku
Oh, there
with?
you go. Is it yourself?
Do you ship yourself with Hatsune Miku? Or do you have an even better waifu? Come fight me. Start a waifu war in the comment sections below.
I would love to know.
If someone hasn't already told you your waifu is trash, you could start now.
Yeah. Shame this man. No, don't shame him. He's fine. He doesn't do anything. If you have any request episode suggestions, or you just want to say hi, you could slide into our DMs on our Instagram and Twitter at HauntsRUs, and you could check us out on the email, HauntsRUs@gmail.com. I think that's it. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this special episode.
This kind of weeby episode.
This weeby episode where you learned about our tragic backstory as Yaoi fans.
No, the shame.
Were you a Yaoi fangirl in high school?
Oh no. Did you call things lemons?
What?
I said, what? You didn't. I feel like lemons is like what the fuck is the word? It's like, it's old. It's a relic of fan fiction's past.
Fan fiction's past?
Yeah.
Wow. I just remember calling characters I liked Bishies. Oh.
You never... Okay, maybe you didn't read them. Who knows? Never mind. You know what? Nothing. Children, nothing.
We should, like, do some more creepypastas.
We really should.
We should do some video game ones. I know our editor wants to do something with like, haunted video games, because that was, like, a really hot topic.
It was.
So, yeah, so maybe we'll do that next time.
It looked at me with hyper-realistic eyes and took control of the controller. Oh!
Yeah, man. We'll have that in the works.
Yeah.
Alright, then. I think that's it for today. Hope you guys had fun. Tune in for the next episode. And just have fun and be yourself, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to HauntsRUs, where we are haunted on Maine. And now you're haunted on Maine. Look at you. Disgusting.
Disgusting. Gross.
Gross.
Ugh.
Alright. That's it for today.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.